Hello my friends, it's Krebs here with an interesting topic I think a lot of you would be interested in. I get a lot of comments on how to kill planes, and I've already made a video on how I kill planes. And I also get a lot of comments on how to lose people off your 6. So this video is appropriately called How to Get People Off Your Tail. This is going to be showing you a series of clips that I'm going to be talking through of using some tricks up your sleeves that you can pull out on people to try to get them off your 6 so that you can reverse it on them and then get behind them. Alright, so these first 4 clips that I'm going to be showing you are incorporating some sort of variation of vertical climbs. In this first game, I'm chasing down an enemy to kill him with my LA5FN. When I see tracers behind me, they're not shooting at my target, so it's not a kill steal. They're shooting at me. So, I engage into a vertical climb with a corkscrew, and this is advantageous in 2 reasons. One, by going into a vertical climb, if you're the plane with a more powerful engine, you'll be able to climb higher than your opponent who's chasing after you, and thus they'll be able to stall before you do, while you can do a hammerhead on top of them. Also, if you're a plane that has a good turn time, for example the LA5FN like I do, you can also make it difficult for the enemy to keep up with your corkscrew. And so I managed to get behind the Spitfire. Normally a Spitfire would be able to catch up with me, but since I'm using the LA5FN and it still has a decent turn time in comparison to other planes, the Spitfire could not keep up with my turn, and also that climb at the same time. So the next game is on African Canyon and I'm using my BF-109. I see my teammate in need, so I go out to help him by killing the Spitfire. But at the same time, I get sideswiped by an ME410 who severely damages my BF-109. Although it might be hampered severely, I engage into a vertical corkscrew, and although the ME410 was doing a dive, he has a lot of speed and he can catch up with my climb. He simply put does not have the same turn time as my plane, no matter what he tries to do about it. He's an ME410, not going to have the same turn time. This allows me to easily get behind his 6 because he tried to keep up with the turn, and now I can finish him off. So in another instance with my BF-109, I do a head-on with an LA5F. I get a bit worried here. I did not damage him, so we're going to be doing a bit of dogfighting. The LA5F can definitely turn better than I can, and it also has a powerful engine, so he should be able to keep up with me. So I engage into a vertical corkscrew, and he is going to get the upper hand on me soon enough. However, my teammate comes in and gets a shot. The shot was perfectly lined up. Now I see another enemy who wants to go in to kill my teammate. I turn around after stalling, and I easily turn on that enemy. The beauty about the vertical climb is that it's so versatile. You can turn it into a vertical corkscrew, a hammerhead, and sometimes you can even line up shots for your teammates, like now. I go up for a vertical climb, not so much doing a corkscrew this time, but it lines up the shot for my teammate, easily taking out that enemy. Another way of duking out your opponent is using cover to your advantage. A lot of maps have cover on them, such as mountains, and this can be particularly useful for planes with good turn times, such as Japanese, Brits with their Spitfires, Russians with their LA5FNs, but you can generally use it with just about any plane out there. What the idea is behind it is when you're being chased by an opponent, you want to hug along the side of that cover, such as a mountain, and thus they won't be able to see you clearly as you're traversing along the side of that mountain. Whilst that is happening, you engage into a vertical climb, and hopefully by doing that, by the time they've regained sight on you, you'll be behind them. You'll start outmaneuvering them before they can do anything to respond to it. Displacement rolls can be particularly good against people who don't have a good control of their plane's speed. So after eliminating a Spitfire in front of me, I take a look around and I notice a BF-109 diving down on me very fast. I engage into a barrel roll of some sort, and because of the displacement of distance and also that I'm going slower than my enemy, I get up behind him very easily and eliminate him. The 2 clips I'm going to be showing you now are of games that I had a few months ago, but I thought they were so good I just had to save it and show you guys eventually. But the idea behind this is sometimes when you cannot outturn your opponents, sometimes all you can do is speed away. For example, I just took massive damage to my wings, I'm not going to be able to turn perfectly, So what I do is I start heading off as fast as I possibly can in a straight line while spazzing out with my mouse. As you can see, my mouse is flying all around the place, and what that does is it just makes the enemies have a hard time to hit me. Not only is it hard to hit an enemy in a straight line, because there's a very small silhouette to shoot at, but if I'm moving around in a spazzy manner, it makes it even more difficult to predict where your enemy will be. So this is an extended clip, and I'm just showing you guys a build-up of what's going on, but it's a massive furball. I'm turning like mad after surviving that first initial encounter, but there's planes on me, they're damaging me, I'm turning, and I'm gonna quickly realize soon that I can't stick in this furball for too long. Plenty of enemies around me, I'm gonna die if I'm overstaying. So, I try to take down as many people as I possibly can, do some damage, but I'm gonna realize, wait, my flight parameters aren't great, my wings are severely damaged. It's time I start doing a number of these spazzing maneuvers, heading off in a straight line, using the trees for a little bit of cover. And as you can see, the bullets are flying on by. The people don't know exactly where they should be aiming to shoot at me. And eventually, when the bullets stop, I look behind me and the coast is clear. So if all else fails, you could just Top Gun it, hit the air brakes.
I'm gonna hit the brakes, he'll fly right by. Now!